Hello, hola! Welcome back to Color and Canvas. I'm in Mexico and I haven't started pouring yet, so I was going through some of my old videos, and here's one that I didn't share because the pour didn't turn out perfect the first time. And you know what? They often don't. I think we scrape way too early, and so I wanted to share this little video with you. I fast-forwarded through it because I'm not really describing it. All of these paints were leftovers that I had, all metallics and paints with iridescent medium mixed in. My base coat, they were all mixed with Floetrol and a little bit of water. My base coat was white with a little bit of blue and silver mixed in. And it wasn't as thin as I normally make a base coat. Because these were all leftover paints, I actually didn't go through the trouble of changing the consistency on them. They were kind of a medium consistency, not thin like you normally do for a Dutch pour. I thinned out the 24 karat gold a little bit more, but the other colors, the silver blue and the pink and the blue, they were all kind of the same, and the yellow was a little thicker, yellow and 24 karat gold mixed together. So because of that, you get a very, very different result when you take the hairdryer to it. The paints do not move the way that they would move if they were the proper thin consistency for a Dutch pour. And you can see that's what happened with this result. It didn't look great. It did not move around. So, you know, what can you do? Blow it out some more. Well, that's not going to fix it because it's just not quite right for this. We're learning something, but we're not getting the results we need. So I wanted to pour down the rest of the paint, try and blow it out in a single direction. But what I did differently this time was that I actually added water to the 24 karat gold, and I thinned it out quite a bit. You can see I'm adding water right there. And so we now have three different consistencies of paint on the canvas. We have the colors that are a little thicker, the white base coat that's a little thinner, and the 24 karat gold that's really thinned out with water. And so you're going to see in a minute, this doesn't look good. But when we start tilting it, you now have a little play in between the different consistencies of paint. And we're getting cells in certain places, and we're getting this kind of lacing happening on other spots. And so it's not a normal thing to do the paints in different consistencies. We always encourage you to use the same consistency with the exception of a swipe. But we got a really, really interesting result with this. So I played around with it a little bit. You know me, I hate to quit. You know, until it's ready to scrape, I'm going to keep trying. But I think the result turned out really, really interesting. I'm very happy with it. And I'm glad that we kept on. So I encourage you, don't quit too early. Just keep playing with it. Sometimes you'll get an interesting result and you'll learn something cool. So this is the end of this. And if you'll stay tuned for a few more seconds, I actually have the original video that I shot with the close-ups of it. Because I did this late at night and I couldn't get a good photo at the time. So here's the little video of the close-ups. Thanks for watching. I was trying to take a photograph of this and I really can't do it because it's nighttime and there's glare with the lights, and I thought, well, you know, let's just do a little close-up scan of what's here. I mean, look at all the really, really cool stuff that's on here that maybe you can't see when the whole canvas is in there because it's a 12 by 24. It's a fair size. But just look, there's so much groovy stuff. And all this kind of ghostly thing. There's a little bit of color under there, but, you know, we'd have to blow it out again. And I don't think I want to. I think I kind of like the way that that looks. And even the corner that gave us trouble. Look how awesome that is. Whee! All right.